welcome everybody here, and I'm excited for Brantly, and it's a great day for our athletic program and our baseball program. I know he's excited. I know his family's excited for this opportunity, and he's worked hard. He's come through the ranks. He's done well, and he's just, well, he's a patriot through and through. He's a patriot. He supports every sport we have here. You see him at all the games. So, we're excited today that when Coach Stamper, I do want to say thanks for Coach Stamper and everything he's done for this athletic program, baseball program. I think 23 years he's put into our baseball program as an assistant coach, and 7 years as a head coach. So, Coach Stamper's seen a lot of baseball here, and Coach Bray, he coached Coach Bray as well, and myself, and it's a special day when you can turn the program over and something that you've worked hard at, and turn the program over to someone who's came through and played for you. So that's pretty special that you can do that. So we're excited for Coach Bray and wish him the best. Do want to go ahead and announce our baseball coach for the 2020 season, ACS Patriots, Mr. Brantly Bray. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, first of all, I just want to say how thankful I am, to have a chance to lead a program that means so much to me. I don't take this lightly. I love this program. Coming up through my high school career, all it was Patriot baseball. Growing up, that guy right there was my coach in high school. We just we eat and breathe Patriot baseball, and to be able to come back to your hometown and get back involved with the program and the school and find a way to give back to that program means a lot to me. Well, also I'd like to give some thanks. First and foremost, my family, the people who support me the most. Growing up playing baseball, no matter what it's ever been for me, no matter where I had to go to do it, they've always had my back and supported me in that. Off to college to play ball, and then coming back, no matter what my decisions have been when it comes to me playing or coaching, they've always had my back and supported me. Also, I'd like to thank Superintendent Mr. Hamby, Brian Carter, Mr. Cosby, our athletic director, Coach Harwood, for their support and having my back and trusting me to take over the program. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank my team and my guys. That's the reason I do this. And it's nice when you get to come into a program, move up the rank, and you already know your guys that you're going to be coaching. You already have that relationship with them. I love those guys, and I think they know I love them. We'll go to war for each other every day, and we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to getting after it, and competing, and come out on the other end better men because of it. It was really important for us to have success last year because we had 8 seniors, and when you have that big class at the top, when they leave, it's special to do those big things with these young guys coming up. I think we have going to have 4 seniors this year. So it's real important for these younger guys, these sophomores, these juniors, to have been a part of that last year, to see the work that it takes. We play in a good district. We play in a good district, and it's tough to get out of. It's tough to go through that season and battle inside our district, and then outside of that, you got to compete in the region. And it's real tough to do. So it's good for these young guys to see the work that it takes, not only throughout the season. The season's the sprint, but the off season is the real grind. The off season is what I would call the marathon. And you've really we've got to work hard this off season with these young guys. Teaching them our system, how we're going to do things, and getting them to buy into our program. Just like those guys that left, we've got to work hard to get these young guys to buy into what we're trying to do, because we're trying to get after it. We're trying to compete, just like everybody else, and we're ready to stick our nose in there and get after it. One of the most important things I learned from him is, inside the thought process of game management, is don't get too caught up in any certain situation. You know, throughout a game, you know, there's a lot of pivotal moments, you would say, in baseball, and not only the players, but the coaches can get hung up in those pivotal moments. And it's important in those moments to step back and take a look around and really. And Coach Shamper always done a good job of digressing the situation and knowing what needed to be done. He was really good at keeping us cool, and sometimes that's tough. And that was a major thing I learned from him, was how to keep your cool in the big moments. And he done a really good job. You know, that was one thing he always talked to the guys about, is can you keep your feet on the ground in the big moments, stay grounded, and you know, go to work. And that was one of the big things I learned from him, and that can be applied to, you know, anything. And so that was probably the biggest thing I learned from Coach Shamper. It's really exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm all the above. And I think if you aren't, then you're just not. You might not be passionate about it. It might not mean that much to you. But like I said, I'm all the above. I'm really excited to get after it. But like I said, it helps a lot when you know the guys, when you know your guys, and I'm just ready to get to work with them. I'm ready to fall right in there with them. We're going to get after it. We're about player development, making these guys better, you know, both mentally and physically. We've got to get better as a team. We've got to go to work this off season, and I hope they're excited as I am to get in there and, you know, get to work.